Stop. Let go of control issues, and you have the Magician. Now, these two are very. Look at that, the chariots underneath there. I feel like it's not just, it's interesting because the magician talks about using the skills that you have available to execute a certain task, and with the chariot underneath, that means that there was definitely, taking control, taking the bull by the horns, so to speak, or the sphinx by the reins, and controlling where and when you go, where you go, pretty much. Now the magician, he has faith in himself that he has everything that he, not just that he has everything he needs, but that he'll be able to manifest what he wants, manifest whatever he's been channeling. All right, and I feel like there's a part of the magician that just is. There's a part of the magician that knows what he's got and doesn't need to, that doesn't need to force anything, right? He doesn't necessarily have to force it. He just trusts, does what he needs to do, and allows the other portion to do the work. Now, I feel like that's kind of what the control issues we're talking about here allow you the situation to unfold. I feel like the biggest thing is like focusing on what you could do and then letting the other side do its thing, right? Because the tools, yes, the tools would be nothing without the magician, but the magician, he utilizes those tools to make his thing better, right? So it's a 50-50 in my opinion. So it's like the focus should pretty much be on you and not worry about what's outside of you. And I think that's the thing. Everybody's going through their own little, personal battle right now, especially when it comes to being in Scorpio season. So I really feel like this is definitely having to do with just allowing one portion to just be and let a lot of things to just unfold, because you can handle it. You have everything that you need to, embrace this situation that you got going on here. Now, the headspace of which either you or the other person is facing right now with this Eight of Wands, that's moving fast, making progress. Things are super clear. I don't think there's any sort of confusion whatsoever. This could also indicate that there's the arrows of love. But considering that there's the Three of Swords here, I don't know if it's the arrows of love that's literally going on, but there's definitely some things that are kind of moving really, really fast. Now, the other person, however, sees this situation as a completion of a cycle, or they're focusing on the completion of a cycle, the success, or being in the moment, right, of a chapter closing. I think they're leaving one phase of their life and beginning a new one, perhaps with you, because the King of Cups is in their personal space, right? This is how they represent themselves to you, or how they represent themselves to the world. They're a little more softer. King of Cups is very nurturing, very sweet, very caring, very supportive, and I feel like this person's definitely got a handle on their emotions, um, more than anything. I think this person is very good at, at dealing with their emotions and even, communicating them at times, right? And helping other people. This person could also be a doctor, but I'm not going to get to specifics with this. However, I just feel like this person is definitely in a very loving state. Now, this could be that you're dealing with another Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be a male because it's coming up as kings, but it does indicate to me that this person is definitely either mastered their emotions, or they look like they've mastered their emotions, right? Because the magician, there's this thing with the magician too. It can be that he's really good at talking a good game, making things look like he's got all the skills and everything that he needs. But the magician, and think about a real magician in this real world, right? They are good at using illusions to create the effect they're looking for. Yes, that's, they're making something happen, but it's, what their means of doing things may not necessarily be, magic. It may just be, an illusion, or a certain way things are flowing and timing and all that. So I don't think this person is. I don't think I'm not trying to say this person's a liar, or a wolf in sheep's clothing, but I am saying this person gives off this impression that they've got themselves under control, that they've kind of hold their emotions, pretty deeply. However, this Three of Swords here for you or the other person, uh, it's dealing with old issues. You guys are definitely looking like this. You're dealing with a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, and I think the King of Cups here, this person that's coming in, this person with this, that's your soulmate here, they're definitely potentially healing that. I think this person is definitely healing that. They have probably some stuff that they're dealing with on their own, but I don't think that this is something that's too big. I don't think it's big at all. In my opinion, I feel like they're legitimately got their stuff under control because of the lovers in their foundation. They're coming from a very loving place, and I feel like you know the Three of Swords, somebody's still going through some serious pain. They're recognizing their triggers, their insecurities, the things about this person individually that has nothing to do with anything else outside of them, but it does affect how their lives are run. Because what this person really ultimately wants to do, right? If this isn't you guys, it could be you as well, right? The whole main focus, the foundation for this person, the reason why they are the way they are, they're experiencing what they're experiencing in their present moment and in their headspace, is because they want to feel more stable. They want to be more grounded when it comes to life in general, not just in relationships, but all around. Because the Master of Pentacles, this is just good at one area of stuff. He masters that element to the core, so that it melds into everything he does. His entire lifestyle is morphed around it. And it's like, since we have the Magician here, we all always have the tools to be stable. And it's just like, I feel like this person is kind of showing you that, if this is what the person's doing, like you already have the means to be very stable. You don't have to have the finances. You just have to show yourself support. And the King of Cups, I don't know if he shows himself support and not show you support, which I would be shocked if that was the case. Because the challenge here is the Six of Pentacles. There's not a lot of give and take. This is what, getting what you deserve, pretty much, or what you feel you deserve. That whole, you do one thing, you receive another. You're just making sure there's a good reciprocation. And I don't know if this person really gives them themselves. I think this person is definitely in love, but the thing about this individual, I feel, is that they're controlling of themselves quite a bit, and they don't necessarily open up. I feel like this person helps you to find your inner foundation in a way. Now that may resonate for very few of you, and that's totally fine. This person can still very well be very supportive and very open. It may be that somebody here, you or someone else, has this serious need to be the provider, the stable, the individual, and don't receive that love and that support that they may be that they may need, right? Because the King of Pentacles, King of Cups, they're both fixed signs, but they're opposites. It's a Scorpio and Taurus. Those two signs are one of the most stubborn. Well, yeah, I mean, all fixed signs I feel like are equally stubborn, because there's no way you can change their minds. Not really. I mean, let's be real. But the thing is that I feel like someone's looking at their Taurus aspect of stability, and someone else is looking at their Scorpio aspect of stability. And what does that mean? I feel like Taurus is looking, this person is looking outside of themselves as a means to find security, when in actuality, they have to look within. I think that's why this person is showing them that. And this person here, I feel like they have to invest in their emotions a little bit more, put more into it. Because if you notice, the opposites are coming up in this reading, and that's significant to me. When soulmates come up as they're, and they're showing opposite signs here, kind of Taurus, Scorpio kind of energy, and they don't, the energies of the signs are just lended to these cards. They're not, they're not the cards themselves. But when they come up as opposites like that, it's very significant to me. It's like somebody is definitely playing the role that each of them need for themselves eternally, right? So the person on this side, where they're coming from, is the Lovers, choosing love over their heart, perhaps, or choosing love over their head, right? Like recognizing love, being in a soulmate connection, recognizing intense emotions. This is a very profound connection, and with the King of Cups, he feels extremely deeply. So I feel like this person here has everything they need too, and it's about starting a new beginning. They know that this cycle here is over, and they may have met somebody that really means something, that can mean something, but I feel like this person may be keeping that to themselves. And typically, the King of Cups doesn't always have to keep things to themselves. They can be very open and very vocal about how they feel. They're the masters of their suit. that doesn't mean that they're silent or submissive of that, of any sort. It can still mean that they're very outspoken about how they feel. They know what they need to do to make themselves feel a certain way. But I feel like, considering that with the Magician here and the Six of Cups crossing as the obstacle for that you guys both face, yeah, I feel like there may be a little bit of an imbalance between you two in regards to what you give each other, because what you guys are looking to gain from each other is something you need to receive from yourself first. And the Lovers here is like accepting love. In my opinion, it's not necessarily a choice. It's surrendering to the fact that you do love someone or something, and or or choosing your heart over what your mind is saying. Not allowing your mind to talk you out of what you truly are connected to, allowing things to go, right? Letting go of control issues. And that's the whole thing, right? Just being this person, And I feel like, that's the hard part. But what brings you two together is the Four of Wands. Obviously, a relationship or something, right? Moving up in a higher place of commitment or accomplishment. This is a really good card, especially, if this is a relationship or this is a career, because this is both. Maybe you both have received a promotion and now you have to work together, or there is some sort of reciprocation that's needed to keep this not only relationship going, but to find the balance that you need within yourself. It's very awesome, guys. It's very, very intense, no doubt, though. That's for sure. We're gonna go ahead and pull you guys your whispers of love. But yeah, this is no walk in the park. Letting go of control issues when you're only trying to build your independence, that can be extremely difficult. Okay, this one fell out. So it says, receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something loving from others is a way of showing love. And I was just talking about that, actually. I was just talking about that. This person is learning how to just receive as well, but you're also learning how to receive, I think, too. Receive support and stability from others. Allow a helping hand, If this person is helping you, I think the thing, it could be that there's some old triggers regarding, your own sense of independence, your own willing, trying to be on your own, trying to do things on your own, be the provider for yourself. But it's okay to lean on someone else. It's okay not to be, in control all the time, right? Because if you control everything all the time, things wouldn't get done as fast as they would, or as efficiently and properly, right? Because if think about it, if you rush a shoemaker, the shoe may get messed up, because you're not working on quality now. You're working on how soon can I get it. And I feel like with receive love and appreciation, it's not like you're not appreciative of this person's trying to help you. I think that's the thing. It does, in a way, when you reject it, when you don't accept it, yeah, it could feel like, and it gives the impression that you're ungrateful. That's why receiving it is a good, just take the love, right? It's just, this person is giving it to you unconditionally. The King of Cups is an unconditional lover, so like that, if he's giving it to you, he's not asking for any strings attached. He's coming from this person, he or she is coming from a place of pure love. But I feel like, if this need to kind of be the person to do everything, that has to change in order for you to be that person that you're looking for. It's very weird. In order for you to feel like you're in control, you have to release control. Very interesting how this is kind of going.